On the Wouri River, a speedboat zips by. On board is Louise Dalla. She's on her way to check how construction is progressing at her business. Her company is specialized in innovative energies.
Là, nous allons à quelques encablures de la ville de Douala pour une installation d'une centrale solaire.
Louise Dalla is installing a solar plant and intends to build a solar energy farm in isolated villages like this one. In 8 years, she has become a leader in the renewable energy sector, and her sales revenue have reached 1 billion CFA francs, 1.5 million euros, a huge success for a woman in a sector mostly dominated by men.
The first difficulty is prejudice. People still believe that a woman is incapable of going all the way. They even give us fair contracts to see if we can succeed. However, in the end, everyone's happy. I can reassure you that I have partners who are happy with my work. We overcome all these difficulties, be it human, financial, or social.
This female entrepreneur is one of the most powerful women in Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. Each month, she hosts several workshops like this one. In sub-Saharan Africa, only 1 in 3 businesses is owned by a woman.
Coaching enables the young African girl to understand that she can be an entrepreneur. It's to help young ladies understand that they do not need to depend on others.
To be financially independent, that is Liliane's main drive, which is why she pays particular attention when surrounded by these role models.
I've learned a lot during this coaching session. Because a woman who really wants to be an entrepreneur, who really wants to become a female entrepreneur, a strong woman as we say, must rely on sustainable self-development.
After an exhausting day, Louise comes home to her family. She multitasks every day as a businesswoman, a wife, and a mother. In Cameroon, women are responsible for educating their children.
Children are our life. Children are the most beautiful thing God has given us. You run about all over the place, but when we all get together at the end of the day, it's very pleasant.
Her husband, Daniel, is also the head of a business.
Every business executive has a demanding schedule. She runs the family, so she's more responsible for herself, for the fate of her business, and the fate of the family. So she looks after the family much more than I do.
Just 5,000 women run the approximately 200,000 businesses in the country, and some of them are thriving in demanding sectors. Audrey Chicot, also known as the Queen of Metallurgy, runs her own business in this suburb of Douala. This former model and singer has been at the helm of this company for 17 years. Her business generates nearly 1 million euros per year. Today, she supervises the work of 100 employees, all men. She wants more women to run the production of industrial materials in Cameroon.
To overcome hurdles in industry, we must continue to improve and to improve our manufacturing tools. If I am respected in the trade more than men and by those at the core of the profession, it is because I go on site.
A reputation that Audrey Chicot built over the years. According to her employees, it was challenging having a woman be the manager.
It was challenging working with our GM, who gave us orders from time to time. We've learned over time that only work counts. At work, she is very rigorous.
The technical director is as diligent as she is. He's also her husband, an extremely rare situation.
When it comes to important decisions for the future of the company, We discuss it and negotiate normally, just like an executive does with his boss.
Colette Minka welcomes the arrival of young, strong-willed women in the corporate world. She owns and manages one of the oldest temporary personnel placement companies in the country. She secures jobs for nearly 5,000 employees per year through her partners across the region. When she started her business in the 90s, she encountered countless hurdles. Banks even refused to give her loans.
At the start, we barely had any clients. I went to the bank for a loan of 1.5 million. I can't tell you how much I suffered to get the credit. Since the 2000s, the business has grown.
Today, it's a different story, but she remains an exception as most women in sub-Saharan Africa still face difficulty securing loans from banks. Less than 40% of them own bank accounts. That hasn't stopped Colette's determination. She has just launched a new company to manage car fleet services for big corporations. Her vision is to push more Cameroonian women to be independent.